Last month, a 68-year-old retired teacher named Robert went to bed feeling perfectly fine. His wife, Margaret, kissed him goodnight, just like she had for 42 years of marriage. But when she woke up the next morning, Robert was gone. No warning, no goodbye, just silence. The doctors told Margaret that Robert died from a massive heart attack in his sleep. But here's what shocked everyone. Robert wasn't a smoker. He wasn't overweight. He had no history of heart disease. So what happened? The answer lies in something Robert did every single night before bed. Something millions of seniors do without realizing it could be slowly killing them. If you're over 60, or if you love someone who is, please, stay with me for the next few minutes. What I'm about to share could genuinely save your life or the life of someone you care about deeply. Hello, my friend, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here today, even though the topic we're discussing is a serious one. You see, every year in the United States, approximately 350,000 people experience sudden cardiac death outside of a hospital, and a significant portion of these deaths happen during sleep to people who seemed perfectly healthy the day before. Now, I'm not sharing this to frighten you. Absolutely not. I'm sharing this because knowledge is power. Understanding what puts your heart at risk, especially as we get older, gives you the ability to protect yourself and the people you love. Today, we're going to talk about a common nighttime habit that dramatically increases your risk of heart attacks and strokes while you sleep. This is something that many seniors do regularly, often without realizing the danger. We'll discuss why this habit is so dangerous, how it affects your heart and blood vessels, and most importantly, what you can do instead to protect yourself. So please, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's have this important conversation together. So what was this deadly habit that contributed to Robert's death? It was eating a large, heavy meal late at night, right before going to bed. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Eating dinner? That's dangerous? And I understand that reaction. After all, we've been eating dinner our whole lives, right? But here's what many people don't realize. It's not just about eating dinner. It's about when you eat, how much you eat, and what you eat in those crucial hours before sleep. Let me explain why this matters so much, especially after the age of 60. When you eat a big meal, your body has to work hard to digest all that food. Your digestive system needs a lot of blood flow to break down what you've eaten. This means blood gets redirected away from other parts of your body and toward your stomach and intestines. Now, while you're awake and moving around, this isn't usually a problem. Your heart can handle the extra work. But when you eat a heavy meal and then lie down to sleep, that's when things can get dangerous. You see, when you lie flat, your heart already has to work differently than when you're upright. Gravity isn't helping move blood through your system the same way. Adding the extra burden of digesting a large meal puts additional stress on your cardiovascular system. For someone with healthy arteries and a strong heart, this extra stress might not cause immediate problems, but for many people over 60, there's often some degree of arterial plaque buildup or slight weakening of the heart muscle, even if they don't know it, and that's where the danger lies. Let me walk you through exactly what happens in your body when you eat a large meal close to bedtime. Understanding this process will help you see why this habit is so risky. First, there's the blood pressure spike. When you eat, especially foods high in salt, fat, or sugar, your blood pressure naturally increases. This is your body's normal response to processing food. But if you go to sleep while your blood pressure is still elevated, it doesn't get the chance to come back down the way it should. During healthy sleep, your blood pressure typically drops by about 10 to 20%. This is called nocturnal dipping, and it's essential for giving your heart and blood vessels a rest. But eating late prevents this natural dipping from happening. Over time, and sometimes even in a single night, this sustained high blood pressure can contribute to a heart attack or stroke. Second, there's the insulin response. When you eat, particularly foods high in carbohydrates, your pancreas releases insulin to help process the sugars in your blood. But your body processes insulin less efficiently at night. This means blood sugar levels can stay elevated for longer, which stresses your cardiovascular system. Research has shown that people who regularly eat large meals close to bedtime have a higher risk of developing insulin resistance, which is a precursor to type 2 diabetes, and diabetes, as you may know, significantly increases heart disease risk. Third, there's the issue of acid reflux. Now, this might seem like just a comfort issue, but it's actually connected to heart health in important ways. When you lie down with a full stomach, acid from your stomach can flow back up into your esophagus. This is called acid reflux or GERD. Here's something many people don't know. The symptoms of severe acid reflux can mimic heart attack symptoms. This sometimes causes people to dismiss actual heart problems, thinking it's just heartburn. But even more concerning, chronic acid reflux causes inflammation in your body, and inflammation is now recognized as a major contributor to heart disease and stroke. Fourth, and perhaps most dangerous, is the effect on your autonomic nervous system. Your autonomic nervous system controls unconscious body functions like heart rate, blood pressure, and digestion. When you eat a large meal before bed, this system stays activated when it should be calming down for sleep. This can trigger irregular heart rhythms, called arrhythmias. In someone with existing heart conditions, even mild ones they might not know about, an arrhythmia during sleep can be fatal. Now, many seniors experience warning signs that something isn't right with their nighttime eating habits. But unfortunately, they often dismiss these signs as just getting older or nothing serious. Let me share some warning signs that you should never ignore. Waking up with chest discomfort or pressure. Many people experience mild chest discomfort during the night or when they first wake up. They assume they slept in an awkward position or that it's just indigestion, but this can be your heart telling you something is wrong. Feeling unusually tired in the morning, even after a full night's sleep. If your heart is working overtime all night long to process a heavy meal, you won't get the restful sleep you need. You'll wake up exhausted because your body never truly rested. Experiencing shortness of breath when lying down. If you notice that you get breathless when you lie flat, especially after eating, this is a warning sign. Some people start sleeping with extra pillows without realizing they're compensating for a cardiovascular issue, having frequent nightmares or disturbed sleep. This might surprise you, but eating heavy meals before bed can cause your brain to be more active during sleep, leading to disturbing dreams. This is your body's way of signaling that something is wrong with your sleep quality. Waking up with headaches. Morning headaches can be a sign that your blood pressure was elevated during the night. If this happens regularly, especially after evenings when you ate late or heavily, pay attention. Sweating during sleep, especially with no fever or hot environment. Night sweats can be a sign of your cardiovascular system being under stress. If you're waking up with damp sheets regularly, don't just change the sheets and forget about it. If you experience any of these symptoms, please talk to your doctor. Don't be embarrassed. Don't assume it's nothing. These could be early warning signs that give you time to make changes before something serious happens. Now, I want to pause here for just a moment and speak directly to you. If you're over 60, or if you're caring for an elderly loved one, this information could genuinely be life-saving. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. The habits we form around food and sleep might seem small and insignificant, but they compound over time. What you do tonight, and tomorrow night, and every night after that, truly matters for your long-term health. So if anything I've said so far has resonated with you, I'd like to ask you to do something. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. By subscribing, you'll get more videos like this one, all focused on helping you live a healthier, longer, more vibrant life after 60. And if you know someone who eats late at night, perhaps a spouse, a parent, a close friend, please share this video with them. You might just save their life. Alright, let's continue, because now I want to share with you exactly what you should do instead to protect your heart while you sleep. So if eating late at night is dangerous, what should you do instead? The answer is simpler than you might think, and it doesn't require any drastic changes to your diet. Rule number 1. Finish your last major meal at least 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your body time to digest the food while you're still upright and active. By the time you lie down, the heaviest work of digestion is already done, and your cardiovascular system can begin to relax. So if you typically go to bed at 10 o'clock, try to finish dinner by 7 at the latest. I know this might require some adjustment to your routine, but your heart will thank you for it. Rule number 2. Keep dinner light in the evening. Instead of making dinner your largest meal of the day, consider having your bigger meal at lunch. In the evening, focus on smaller portions of easily digestible foods. This doesn't mean you have to go hungry. It just means shifting when you consume your calories. Many cultures around the world follow this pattern, and they have significantly lower rates of heart disease than we do in the United States. Rule number 3. Avoid these specific foods close to bedtime. Certain foods are particularly hard on your cardiovascular system at night. Try to avoid red meat and fatty cuts of pork or lamb in the evening. These take a long time to digest and keep your system working hard. High-sodium foods like processed meats, canned soups, and salty snacks. These cause water retention and blood pressure increases. Foods high in refined sugar, like desserts, candy, and sweetened drinks. These spike your blood sugar and insulin levels. Caffeinated beverages, including coffee, tea, and cola. These can interfere with sleep and raise heart rate. Alcoholic beverages in excess. While a small glass of wine might seem relaxing, alcohol actually disrupts sleep quality and can contribute to arrhythmias. Rule number 4. If you must snack in the evening, choose heart-healthy options. I understand that sometimes, especially during those long winter evenings, you might want a little something before bed. If that's the case, choose wisely. A small handful of unsalted almonds or walnuts is an excellent choice. These contain healthy fats that actually support heart health. A piece of fruit, like a banana or a few apple slices with a tiny bit of almond butter, is another good option. A small cup of chamomile tea without caffeine can help you relax without straining your digestive system. The key word here is small. We're talking about a light snack, not a second dinner. While we're talking about nighttime habits, let me share a few more things you can do to protect your heart while you sleep. Elevate the head of your bed slightly. If you're used to sleeping completely flat, consider raising the head of your bed by just a few inches. This can help reduce acid reflux and make it easier for your heart to pump blood throughout your body. You don't need expensive equipment for this. Some people simply place blocks under the legs at the head of their bed. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time each day helps regulate your body's natural rhythms, including those that control blood pressure and heart rate. Your body thrives on routine, especially as you get older. Keep your bedroom cool. A slightly cool sleeping environment, around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, helps promote better sleep quality. Your body naturally cools down during sleep, and a cool room supports this process. Better sleep means less stress on your cardiovascular system. Practice gentle relaxation before bed. Instead of eating, try other calming activities in the hour before sleep. Gentle stretching, reading a book, listening to soft music, or practicing deep breathing exercises can all help prepare your body for restful sleep without putting extra stress on your heart. Stay hydrated, but time it right. Dehydration can make your blood thicker and harder for your heart to pump. But drinking too much water right before bed means you'll wake up multiple times to use the bathroom, disrupting your sleep. Try to drink plenty of water throughout the day, but taper off in the evening. Now, I want to make something very clear. If you experience any symptoms that might indicate a heart problem, please seek medical attention right away. Don't wait until morning. Don't convince yourself it's nothing. Call emergency services immediately if you experience chest pain or pressure that lasts more than a few minutes, pain that spreads to your arm, jaw, neck, or back, sudden shortness of breath, breaking out in a cold sweat for no apparent reason, sudden dizziness or lightheadedness, nausea or vomiting, along with any chest discomfort. And even if your symptoms are milder, please make an appointment with your doctor to discuss them. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to your heart. If you're over 60 and you haven't had a cardiovascular checkup in the past year, I encourage you to schedule one soon. Simple tests can reveal whether you have any underlying conditions that need attention. Don't be like Robert, who seemed perfectly healthy but had silent plaque buildup in his arteries that no one knew about until it was too late. Now, I don't want you to walk away from this video feeling afraid or hopeless. That's not my intention at all. The truth is, you have tremendous power over your health. The choices you make every day, including the choice of when and what to eat in the evening, can significantly reduce your risk of heart problems. Margaret, Robert's wife, told me something that has stayed with me. She said, "If only we had known. If only someone had told us that eating those big late dinners was putting strain on his heart, we would have changed in a heartbeat." That's why I make these videos, so that you do know, so that you have the information you need to protect yourself and your loved ones. The wonderful thing about the human body, even after 60, is that it responds to positive changes. When you start eating earlier and lighter in the evening, your body will begin to thank you. Many people report better sleep, more energy in the morning, and an overall sense of improved well-being within just a few weeks of making this change. Your best years are not behind you. With the right knowledge and the right choices, you can enjoy many more healthy, happy years with the people you love. Let's quickly review what we've learned today. Eating large, heavy meals close to bedtime puts dangerous stress on your cardiovascular system. It prevents your blood pressure from naturally dropping during sleep, spikes your insulin levels, increases inflammation, and can trigger irregular heart rhythms. For seniors especially, whose hearts and blood vessels may already have some wear and tear, this nighttime eating habit can be the tipping point that leads to a heart attack or stroke during sleep. To protect yourself, finish your last major meal at least 3 hours before bed. Keep evening meals light and easily digestible. Avoid red meat, high-sodium foods, sugar, caffeine, and excess alcohol in the evening. If you need a snack, choose heart-healthy options in small portions. Practice other heart-healthy nighttime habits like keeping your room cool and maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. And please, never ignore warning signs like chest discomfort, morning fatigue, shortness of breath, or night sweats. These could be your body's way of telling you that your heart needs attention. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. The fact that you're here, taking the time to learn about your health, tells me that you care deeply about living well and being there for the people who matter to you. If you found this information valuable, please take a moment to hit that like button. It helps more people discover this content, and it truly makes a difference. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I warmly invite you to do so. We share new videos regularly, all focused on helping seniors live their healthiest, happiest lives. Just click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. And I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you been eating late at night? Did you know about the connection between nighttime eating and heart health? Or maybe you have your own tips for heart-healthy evening routines that you'd like to share with our community. Please leave a comment. I read every single one, and your experiences might help someone else. Finally, if you have a friend, spouse, sibling, or parent who might benefit from this information, please share this video with them. A simple share could be the thing that saves someone's life. Take care of yourselves, my friends. Your heart has been beating faithfully for 60, 70, 80 years or more. It deserves your care and attention in return. Until next time, stay healthy, stay informed, and remember that it's never too late to make positive changes for your health. God bless you all.